watch this video, I need to tell you something. I need to explain something. As most of you older senior citizens know, pardon me, you get sunspots sometimes on your skin, and most of the time they're not malignant, they're not cancer, they're just black spots. Well, I went to the dermatologist last week and had a lot of them, they freeze them off, they freeze the skin, and over a week or two, sometimes 3 weeks, they come off. Well, I forgot about that, so I needed to explain why you see all this stuff on the side of my face here. Hopefully they'll go away soon. I apologize for not explaining sooner. I probably should not have made this video, or perhaps I should have done it on this side. Of course, I got a couple over here too. But they're dermatologist freeze spots where they have frozen the dark areas, and they will come off in time. But I apologize for not explaining that. And I know how they look. They don't hurt, but they don't look good. So I wanted to explain that before you watch this video, because they're quite evident in the video. Well, good morning. I know it's been a while since I've made a video, but we've had some developments, negative developments that involve and have a lot to do with our camping trips that were planned. One in August and one in September. Couldn't do it, had to cancel. I won't go into details of why, but we're hoping that that the issues will be resolved in November. And so we're going to plan on at least one more trip this year in November. Right now I'm in Merced. Well, actually I'm on Highway 140, heading eastbound, going up to, I'm going to go up to the campsites, some of the campsites, Arrowhead. I don't know if I'll get that far or not, but I'm just going to go up and take a look around, see what conditions are like. Since our last trip I think was in June. I think we had one in May and one in June. I got to keep an eye on the road here, because this is a narrow 2-lane road, and it can get nasty at times. There's big campers coming, and people tend to be in too much of a hurry. I'll show you here. Lots and lots of traffic. And sooner or later, one of these guys are going to want to pull out and try to pass, because they're just in such a big hurry. So I got to keep my eye on the traffic here. And then when I get the little breaks, I can look down and see if I'm still centered in the viewfinder. But anyway, so I'm going to go up and take a look around. Probably not going to spend long, but I just want to see. There's supposed to be, down lower, there's supposed to be a nice camp area around what's called the old bridge. It's not as high up. I think it's only like 4,000, 5,000 feet, maybe 6,000, something like that. Whereas Arrowhead is 7,600 feet and Devil's Fork is 6,800 feet. So I'm just going to go up and take a look around. I'll keep you posted as I progress. I'm eastbound out of Merced on Highway 140. I believe today is the 13th of October. Not 100% sure on that. I don't keep track of time or dates very well. 2024, and I'll talk to you in a while. Freeway 41 northbound, heading for Yosemite, and we're in the town of Oakhurst, California. Nice little town. It's grown up quite a bit. When I first started coming up here camping with Mark, these hotels weren't here up on the left side up here, and now hotels everywhere. And we're approaching our turnoff. This is the turnoff up here on Sky Ranch Road that takes us back into the mountains. So I'm going to be turning off right here. Oh, how many times have we made this turn? Yeah, I've met Mark many a time down here waiting for me. All right, from here on it's windy road. We go through a residential area, but it is windy all the way now. You'll see what I mean by windy road here. You just got to make sure when you come around these turns that you stay away from those double yellow lines, because there are cars coming down that sometimes cut the corner a little bit. And so you can see here, this is a pretty tight switch back here, and it gets worse, much worse, but it's paved all the way, and you just got to stay away from those yellow lines. Otherwise you're going to scare somebody and probably scare yourself. Look at this. Look at this. Okay. We can do it. Just stay away from the line. Okay, here comes a good switch back up here, I think. I think this was the one that almost got me one time. No, it's not this one. It's another one up here somewhere. Right here, I think. Car almost hit me head on coming around right here. He cut the corner. Oops, see, like that. That scared the heck out of me. Fortunately, I was on my side. I did not see him coming, but he was on his side and I was on my side, so we were okay. Did get my attention though, I'll say that. Ooh, here's a big one. Look at this. Look at this. Okay, here's a good switchback now. Okay. But it's all paved. Stay away from those yellow lines. Okay, that's enough. Oh, look what's coming down here. Okay, even though they're on their side and I'm on my side, I slow up a little bit because it gets a little spooky. It's a Sunday, so there should be a lot of traffic coming back down because people come up here on weekends and camp for the weekend, and then they head back down on Sundays. It's also deer hunting season, so there's possibility that there's going to be, oh yes, there's going to be deer hunters camped in all of our favorite spots. Here's the sign right here. You can see we're going up a little farther than this. Okay, off we go. We're getting into some nice country now, getting up a little higher, and it's getting a lot more green trees and kind of pretty country now. If you like trees, oh, there's a nice little camp spot right there. I could camp down in there. Okay, that's one. We'll just keep right on going. That's right alongside the road, though. Have a lot of traffic at day and night. Okay, the pavement ends at what we call the bridge. There's a little bridge over a creek back there, and now it's all dirt road from here on. And they kind of maintain it. As you can see, it's not all that bad, but pulling a camper over this, you got to go slow. But if you're not pulling a trailer, it's not too bad. darker because there's an old barn right there. An old abandoned barn. So this is, you see the barn, you know you're on the right road. You know, I just thought of something. I have never been up here by myself before. And my truck has never been up here without pulling my camper. It sure handles a lot better. Man, this is really getting rough now. There was a real rough spot back there. But we're on the right road. All dirt. We're coming up on the Fresno Dome campground, which is up here a little bit. And it's been closed for several years now. Oh, golly. I didn't see that one. It's been closed for several years because of the big windstorm they had up here. And it took a lot of big trees down, and they fell down right in the campground, crushed a lot of trees. I mean, a lot of camping tables and fire pits and things like that. So it's been closed, and it's still closed. At least it was last, I think June was our last trip up here. Oh man, here's a real rough one here. I put it in four-wheel drive high range, not because it's that rough, but it's a little easier on the drivetrain if I've got all four wheels pulling. Oh, that hurt my neck. I did not see that one. That hurt my neck. But being in four-wheel drive high range, it's a little easier on the drivetrain. Tell you what, I certainly couldn't go this fast if I was pulling my trailer. It beat the hell out of it. So when I'm pulling my trailer, I can only do about, I don't know, 5 miles an hour or something. This road is just way too rough to go any faster. And Mark is pretty overloaded with his truck, pulling his. I got people coming up behind me. Okay, goodbye. Now you're kicking up dust on me. Oh, are they going and throw? Good Lord. Look what they did. I can't even see the road now. Oh, man. It's like driving in a fog. Around this bend. Oh, God, I did it again. Now, here's the Fresno Dome campground. And as you can see, it's still closed. It has just been destroyed down there by big trees. Just destroyed. Up here a little ways is where we ride our quads. We got a little trail we made up through here. We go up to this point up here. We call this Signal Point. Oh, let me roll the window down so you can get some clearer. We go right up over those rocks by that dead tree up there, and we get a signal. Right here, right there's the road trail that we made to go up. It goes right up and around all this garbage and comes out up by those big rocks. And we sit up there and we can get cell signal up there. So we're not too far now from the turnoff to Devil's Fork. Got a pretty good switch back here. There's a camp spot right there. The guy was in there one year. He had a dead battery. We had to give him a jump start. Want to carry one of those jump start devices. He was so happy to see us. I don't know how long he'd been there, but his battery was dead and he couldn't go. He couldn't leave. Oh, good Lord. I think this road got a little rougher since we were up here. I don't remember it being quite this rough. Okay, we're coming up pretty close now. There's maybe quarter mile, half a mile to the Devil's Fork turnoff. The Devil's Fork campground is not on any map. It's a boondocking site, and it's big enough that you can get 2 or 3 campers in there, but all of the same party. You don't want no neighbors other that you don't know or aren't related to. And we call it Devil's Fork because Mark's been going up there. Mark, again, is my son, my oldest son, and he's been going up there since he was in his teen years. Oh, there's a rough one here. But there used to be a big tree that had a trident like that, three branches way at the top, dead branches. And so they call it Devil's Fork. Long ago, the tree fell down, or the top of the tree fell down. So it's the Devil's Fork is gone, but we still call it the Devil's Fork campground. Oh, good night. Glad I got good tires. Don't recall this being quite this bad. There's just big rocks in the road is all it is. Okay, here's the turnoff off the road to go down to our Devil's Fork campground. I don't know if there's anybody down there. There could be. So I'm not going to drive it. I'm going to walk it because it's not all that far, a couple of 100 feet. So I'm going to walk it and see if there's anybody down there. Doesn't look like there's anybody down here. It's just strictly a boondocking campsite, and I'm kind of keeping my voice down just in case. I don't see anybody yet. It's straight up ahead there. No, don't look like there's anybody here. I could have driven it. A lot of fresh tracks though. We'll walk on down anyway, and not that far. Well, welcome to Devil's Fork. Doesn't look like there's anybody been down here. How many times have we been here camping? Oh, lots and lots and lots of times. My camper generally goes right here in this area. That tree fell one year. I'm glad I wasn't here at the time. Look, toilet paper over there. Somebody can't even go out in the sticks somewhere. This is like coming home. Mark always puts his camper right there. We park the quads over there. My camper, my new spot is over there. God, I could have brought my camper up. There's nobody here. Right there's a nice level spot. Oh, this is just like coming home. Just like coming home. Something that I really like to do is go out in the wild, either out on the desert on my quad or up here in my truck. I like to take a lunch. I like to pack a lunch and go up and just sit on a hilltop somewhere or in the trees and eat my lunch. And that's what I came up here to do. I packed a real nice lunch this morning. I was going to eat up here, and unfortunately it's still sitting back on the table at Mark's. I forgot to bring it, and I'm hungry. All I've got is a little package of Tic Tacs. I ate the whole thing, all the Tic Tacs, emptied the box. Didn't do anything for my hunger, but it sure made my breath smell good. Taco Bell, Oakhurst. That's what I'm going to eat. Well, there was nobody down at Devil's Fork, and so we're going to go on up to Arrowhead, check out Arrowhead, see if there's anybody in there. There generally is. It's one hell of a nice campground. Well, I'm at the turnoff to Arrowhead, but there is somebody camped down there. I see a big blue tarp and a pickup, so someone's down there, so I'm not going down. Well, I went down the second road to Arrowhead. It kind of runs parallel, oh God, look at all the dust, to our regular campground. There didn't seem to be anybody back at the second site, but I wasn't going to go back that far. But the interesting thing is, in the campground where we camp, there's somebody in there with a small travel trailer and a pop-up camper, just like I have. Well, it was a nice little trip back in there. I'm on my way out now. I'm through all the really rough stuff, and the road is fairly well graded here now. Starting to see a lot more campers in and around here. There are a couple really nice camp spots in here, but they're all taken. And now I just now hit the bridge, and I'm back on asphalt. So this is now all good road in here. There's supposed to be some really nice campgrounds around in here, but I don't know where they would be. Anyway, so ends another camping trip, or not camping trip, exploration trip. I just wish I'd have hadn't forgot my lunch. I'm really hungry. There's a sign that says Freeway 41 is 9 miles. So I got 9 miles of this paved road to go. And then we'll be back in Oakhurst, and I can get Taco Bell. See you later. I'm gonna live. Oh boy. I forgot to mention, while I was up at Devil's Fork, I made a new friend. I call him Littlefoot. Say hello to the folks, Littlefoot. And the best part was, he brought his brother along. I call him Athlete's Foot. You can say hello, Athlete's Foot. Athlete's Foot looks and sounds a little different. I think his mama was fooling around on timber night.